Mamma mia, it's pizza time. My name is Kit. This is Americans Learn. And I think we're about to go in to learn about the most gangster pizza CEO called Little Caesars. Now, here's the thing. I'm a little biased towards it because anything with the Caesars or the Romans requires some true Roman support. All right, this is true Roman support for Little Caesars, the most Roman of Roman pizzerias. And there's a little dog barking outside right now. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick it up, but even the doggo is barking out there. That's right, things are starting to warm up in Chicago. Yet we've been having some gloomy days recently. But nonetheless, we are going to get started with this video. So please, everyone, support the Fat Electrician. Follow him on all of his social media. It's the right thing to do. It's the one thing to do. Support the original content creator, especially in 2025. So let's enjoy this video in a 3, 2, and an uno and out.
I started looking into this company because it was a staple in my childhood growing up poor, and I like cheap pizza, and boy, did it take some unexpected turns. Today we're talking about Little Caesars Pizza. Ladies and gentlemen, there's two types of people on the planet. There are people that like Little Caesars, and there's people that lack critical thinking skills. Buh! Little Caesars is not good pizza. Buh! Okay, nobody said it was.
Hey, first of all, it'll get you out of a pinch if you're hungry, okay? There.
They said it was hot, ready, and it cost $5, okay? Nobody in their right mind is walking into Little Caesars, seeing an entire case of already cooked pizzas that are hot, ready, and cost $5, and are thinking to themselves, wow, I bet that pizza is absolutely delicious, okay? And if you think that, guess what? I've got a dress shirt to sell you that I wore while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon, which is bad.
All right, there you go. That's pretty interesting.
And by the way, which in hindsight's a horrible example because I actually did wear this shirt while I was drinking alcohol at the Pentagon.
All right.
Oh man, it tastes so much better knowing how much paperwork went into getting.
First one to finish a White Claw in the Pentagon.
Suck it. Son of a bitch.
Also, in my defense, before it even gets brought up in the comment section, I did not get to choose the type of alcohol, okay? I would have chose Busch Light all day and tomorrow, but when life gives you White Claws in the basement of the Pentagon, you chug them. That's my bet.
Yeah, all right. Reasonable defense, yeah. Would have chose something different, but all right. You know, for me, I'm more of a Coca-Cola Classic kind of guy. I would, actually, I'd be more of a little highbrow. I'd either have Dragon's Milk. Yes, that's a thing. And this other beer I can't find now, but it was from Southern Tier. It was like a chocolate stout. And I've been trying like hell to find it. And I think they stopped making it. And, you know, I have very little things that bring me joy. I mean, I have my family members. They bring a smile to my face. I have this wonderful channel that I'm glad to contribute to be part of. I have all of you, this great viewing audience. But when it comes down to things that warm my soul, like a nice chocolate milkshake or a nice chocolate stout, you know, and then I hear that they stopped making it, I cry a little. And then I get over it because whatever, things do come to an end, whatever. I've been trying like hell to find it, and it's like I can't find it anymore. Anyways.
Yeah, disregard. Anyways, the point I'm trying to get across to you is nobody's going to Little Caesars because they want really good pizza, okay? Little Caesars is for mom that has been working 40 hours a week and is driving home and doesn't want to cook dinner. And then she sees a Little Caesars and is like, holy shit, I can feed myself, my husband, and my 2 kids for $6.99 by buying a pizza, crazy bread, and marinara sauce.
Hey, it works, man.
And the craziest part about that everybody has to respect is the fact that Little Caesars Pizza has been $5 since 1997, okay? Good. It is the Arizona tea of the pizza world. Whoever runs Little Caesars and Arizona tea should be put in charge of the U.S. economy. And we're going to talk about how they managed to keep the prices that low right after a word from our sponsor. Yeah, babe, what's up?
Hey, I need a boombox.
Okay, I can go get you one.
Perfect.
All right, I'll go get it now. Love you.
Love you.
All right, bye.
1 hour later.
Where's that boombox that I asked for?
Oh, it's right here. I got it for you.
Yes.
What is this?
The boombox.
No, I wanted something to play music with.
Oh, that kind of boombox. Yeah, I got this instead.
Okay, we'll go to the store and get me a boombox so I can listen to music.
Can I keep this one still?
I don't care.
This video is brought to you by Delete Me, okay? Super simple business model. You give them money, they turn around and they make sure that online data brokers are not selling your personal information online. Okay, here's the deal. Pretty much anytime you use a free service on the internet and you click that little box that says, I agree to the terms and conditions, you've basically just agreed to allow them to harvest as much of your personal information as humanly possible. They then turn around and sell that to online data brokers, and that's how they can afford to offer you a free service. But when you have Delete Me, they go and they monitor all of these online data brokers for your personal information, and then if they find find it, they submit all the opt-out forms on your behalf, so they have to take down and stop selling that information. So when you buy Delete Me, you're not actually buying anything, you're just buying your way out of all the negative consequences of all the free shit that you've already gotten. And because they continue to monitor those data brokers, you're buying yourself out of all the future negative consequences of all the free shit that you haven't even gotten yet. So if you want to give Delete Me a try, there's going to be a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video.
Gonna pause here again. Look, folks, I've already said the story. I've actually used his code word, the fat files, for Delete Me. I did it as a joke, and then I stopped laughing because, yes, the internet's a wonderful place, beautiful place, but it's a dangerous place. And in an unrelated matter, a good friend of mine, I went to college with, they actually managed to stop somebody from scamming one of their older relatives because their older relative was like doing some stuff online, giving out that free information kind of stuff. And, all their information was out there. And then, of course, they're getting called by scam artists. There's been a lot of great YouTubers out there that have been confronting these scam artists that tell these senior citizens to put all their money on these store cards and then transferring it, then emptying out their bank accounts, which is absolutely horrific. So look, VPNs, whatever one works for you, go ahead, do it, protect yourselves. Delete Me. Look, we're not sponsored by them, but I could say I can sleep a little bit easier out there. All right. The internet's a great place. It's a wonderful place, but it's a dangerous place. So please take care of yourselves and your older relatives. That's a little bit close to my heart. Thankfully, I never had to go through that kind of scenario, but look, protect yourselves at all time. Okay. This week's been a little rough for old Kit Kat, but I'm still standing strong. So just do me a favor. You want to put a smile on my face? Protect yourselves at all time. Whatever you got to do, protect your information and protect yourselves. 10 out of 10. Life-changing advice. Wouldn't you agree? I think we could agree in this crazy world.
All right, our story begins on July 20th, 1929, when a young Mike Ilitch is born, the son of two first-generation immigrants. Like pretty much everybody born at this point in time, he grows up, he ends up joining the military, and he ends up becoming a United States Marine. Serves 4
Ah, yes. This Coca-Cola classic. M-A-R-R-N-E-S. That's the way you spell success. As it should be. As it should be.
4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, meets a young lady by the name of Marion, ends up marrying her. Then he ends up playing pro baseball for the Detroit Tigers, the New York Yankees, and the Washington Senators.
All right, you should have been with the White Sox, but okay, fine. I'll let that pass.
Unfortunately, he ends up getting a knee injury and is forced into early retirement. At this point, that was like everything he was banking on, and he just has to start taking whatever jobs he can find. He's working as a handyman. He's working as a door-to-door salesman for aluminum awnings, literally just doing whatever he can do to get by. So him and his wife end up saving up $10,000, and they want to use that money to start up their own pizza place. And that's exactly what they do. And whenever you start a new business, the first thing you do is come up with a name. And Mike wanted to call it Pizza Treat, and his wife chimes in.
That's a terrible idea.
And is like, no, I hate that name. I want to name the restaurant after my pet name for you, Little Caesar. Which is weird because Mike is average height. He was 5'9", Caesar was only 5'7", and Mike is significantly taller than his wife, so I don't know why she would come up with the name Little Caesar.
Hello. I would say she's a true Roman woman and gave her husband a true Roman name. All right, I'm sorry.
Wait, Little Caesar always depicted by stabbing his spear into a pie. Wait, pull up a picture of the Little Caesar.
Ah.
Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a... Holy shit.
That's a peanut.
Wait, was this a Marine Corps dick joke the entire time?
Probably. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. It's not, well, technically Roman, but not, yeah.
I'm conflicted. On one hand, my childhood is ruined, but on the other hand, it's a multi-billion-dollar Marine Corps dick joke, which is just perfect.
M-A-R-R-N-E-S. That's the way you spell success.
I wonder if Melinda Gates is who came up with the name Microsoft. Sorry, we're getting way off track. Little Caesars was originally Little Caesars Pizza Treat, and it opened up in 1959, and their slogan was Pizza Pizza, which is the most Marine Corps slogan of all time. Just say whatever it is twice. Except
Hey. Not funny.
Of course, in Canada, pizza was already trademarked, so they had to go with quality instead.
Nerd alert!
Let me hear you say,
Right out of the gate, their first restaurant is a huge success, and they end up franchising and getting another location open within the first 3 years. Then they start opening up Little Caesars all over the country. It's a huge chain, and somewhere along this line, they end up ditching the original name of Little Caesars Pizza Treat and just shorten it to Little Caesar, which I'm never going to be able to say the same ever again now. Is this why the breadsticks are so thin?
Hey.
So business is going great. They start opening up restaurants all over the United States. They've even got some up there in Canada. They keep the company privately
Hey. They not like us.
owned, so they get to make all the decisions. Everything's going great. They're making a ton of money, at which point Mike sets his sights on going and buying the favorite team that he played for when he was a professional baseball player, the Detroit Tigers. He wants to own the entire team, and he's got the money to do it. But in
Yeah, Detroit Tigers, you know. Chicago's arch nemesis.
1998, the CEO of Domino's, his direct competitor, bought the team out from underneath him.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this is a Marine. This is shots fired. This means absolute war. So what ends up happening is Mike still wants to own a sports team. So what he does instead is he ends up buying the Detroit Red Wings, the hockey team. And under his command, they do great, start winning a bunch of games.
Oh, very good.
This is becoming so regular, we should just have Michigan Day at the White House when the Red Wings come.
The Tigers, on the other hand, are doing absolutely terrible under the ownership of the CEO of Domino's. So he's forced to sell. And by 1992, Mike is able to buy the Detroit Tigers as well. And
All right, Mike, I'm happy for you. All right. And I think even my stepdad probably would be happy for you because he's from Detroit.
under his ownership, the Detroit Tigers start doing awesome as well. But Mike is not about to forget what the CEO of Domino's did.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
So in 1993,
I've had some bad days. So yeah.
right after he bought the Detroit
Imagine being asked if you're sweeping all the time.
Tigers, Mike launches the Big campaign for Little Caesars, which kicks off what is today known as the Pizza Wars. At this point in time, there's 3 major pizza chain restaurants in the United States of America. You've got Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut.
Sorry, Big Papa Johnny. You ain't in that crowd.
How does it make you feel? It doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
And Little Caesars comes up with a brilliant marketing plan of what if we just sold big-ass pizzas? So they had their big promotion where they just sold a massive pizza and said that it was bigger than all the other pizzas on the market. That went
Like a true Roman emperor. The true Roman Empire.
so well and they made so much money that they actually started to make more money than Domino's, at which point Pizza Hut fired back by launching their Sasquatch pizza. And then Domino's came in with their Dominator pizza. It was literally a nuclear arms race of the pizza world. It was the golden age of pizza fast food. Then in 1997, after the pizza wars subsided, Little Caesars needed to have their next big promotion, and what they went with was hot and ready. They decided to shift the entire direction of the company. They weren't going to focus on dine-in. They weren't going to have dine-in at all. They weren't going to deliver. It was going to be, you can walk in, pick up your pizza. Not only can you pick up the pizza, it's going to be there, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be ready. It's already done, and it's cheap as fuck. It's brilliant. It's cheap, it's fast, it's highly effective. You're a mom taking her kid to soccer practice, and you forgot, oh shit, it was my turn this week to bring the food to feed all the kids after soccer practice, and then you drive by, see a Little Caesars, and know that you can pick up 5 pizzas for like $30. The day is saved. And only focusing on pickup is actually part of the reason that the food is so cheap, because the buildings don't need to be that big. They can occupy these little tiny commercial areas because all they need is a kitchen and like a 3-foot wide area with a cash register for people to pay when they pick up their pizza. You're not wasting money on a dining area, you're not wasting money on delivery drivers, and that's a big part of why they managed to keep the pizza price at $5. On top of that, they did everything as cheaply as possible. Their marinara sauce is literally from concentrate, so the employees just dump this can of concentrated tomato paste in and mix it with water, and that's what the sauce is. And then they use the cheapest cheese they could get their hands on. And then for the dough is actually the good part, because the dough is actually made fresh every single day, because buying pre-made dough was more expensive than just making dough in-house. So the dough is actually really fresh, and that's why the crazy breadsticks are so good.
Got all this large pie and the crazy bread and the sauce for $6.
Somehow they managed to keep
And he should be happy.
the price of the pizza $5 flat until 2022. It literally took a global pandemic that forced people to stay in their houses and not interact with people to get them to raise the price of their pizza. That's incredible.
I will never forgive what happened with that lockdown, okay? a lot of people lost their minds. I'll never forgive it. Things went downhill badly. And just to depress you guys even more, just because 2020 is over doesn't mean the decade of 2020 is over. Hold on to your booty holes.
Okay, just for the record, gas prices alone went up 231% during that same time frame. We're not even going to talk about the housing market, and somehow these guys managed to keep the pizza at $5. And guess how much they were forced to raise the pizza price by in 2022? 55 cents. The pizza is now, to this day, still $5.55. And in exchange for the price increase, you got 33% more pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and why does this happen? For the same exact reason that it happened with Arizona Tea. Okay, it is a privately owned company. They are not worried about getting more money for all of their shareholders. Once the owner has enough money to go out and buy all of his favorite sports teams, there's no reason to raise the price on the product, right? As long as he's still making money, he's happy. So that's exactly what he keeps doing. Okay,
as he should. Like a Marine should.
Is Little Caesars cutting corners on the pizza? Yeah, it's their entire business model is to make the cheapest pizza possible, okay? But unlike most other companies, Little Caesars takes all that cost savings and passes it along to the customer, not giving it to their shareholders. Buh! I don't care if it's cheap, it still tastes like cardboard. Buh! You know what? Keyboard warriors would know exactly what cardboard tastes like, wouldn't you? I bet you could differentiate brands of Windows by the taste. And you know what? I'm willing to concede. Is Little Caesars the best pizza if I'm judging by taste? Absolutely not. But you know what? It still tastes better than Italian pizza.
It's not great. It's not horrible. You're gonna get fat.
Buh! How can you even say that? The Italians literally invented pizza, and that's how it's supposed to be. Italian pizza has to be the best by default. Boom.
No.
A, no, it doesn't. B, that doesn't even make sense, okay? You can say what you want about Little Caesars pizza, but at least they figured out how to spread the cheese evenly. Okay, Italian pizza is literally like, what if I had bread with tomato paste all over it, and then I threw 4 giant cheese balls on top? Okay, no, why would you do that? I want the next bite of pizza to taste exactly like the last bite of pizza because pizza's fucking delicious. Okay, I don't care if the Italians did it first. They did it wrong, okay? Just because something's first doesn't mean it's the best or the right way to do something, okay? The Model T was the first mass manufactured car. That doesn't mean that the Model T is better than my F-150, but it gets better because
that's true. Look, and not to mention, you know what? If something's close to your heart, enjoy it, okay? Like, you know, Little Caesars pizza, if it's close to Nick's heart, all right, so be it. For example, I mean, I've had Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Domino's Pizza. You know, in a bind, they put food in my stomach. All right. Shout out to my mama. I love you, mama. No, you know, sometimes I miss the simpler days.
Because not only did Mike manage to keep the price of the pizzas low simply because he could afford to and he's a good guy, he also took a ton of the profits that he made because he was making so much money and did a bunch of philanthropy. He created the Little Caesars Love Kitchen, which was a mobile Little Caesars that they would drive into natural disaster areas and give out free food to people. He helped with veterans charities. He funded youth hockey leagues. In 1994, when Rosa Parks was attacked because she lived on the bad side of town, Mike heard about this and then got her into a nicer apartment on a nicer side of town and paid her rent for the rest of her life and never even told anybody. Dude didn't do it for PR, didn't do it for the good press, literally just did it because it was the right thing to do and nobody found out about it until he passed away. And when he did pass away in 2017 at the age of 87 years old, his widow became one of the wealthiest women in the entire country. Okay, that's the American dream. Dude goes off, serves 4 years in the Marine Corps, comes back home, finds a beautiful girl, marries her, plays professional baseball, blows out his knee, dreams are ruined, doesn't give up on himself. Goes out, starts a business, makes so much fucking money that he buys the sports team he used to play for and a couple of other sports teams, does it all without being greedy, cutting corners to screw over his customer. He cuts corners to save the customer money so even poor people can afford to buy their kids pizza. And then with all the extra money he makes, he does a bunch of charity work and then dies at 87 years old, leaving his widow a billionaire like a complete fucking gangster. And the cherry on top, the entire thing was based off of one big elaborate multi-billion-dollar dick joke, which is a title that only a Marine could achieve. This video is so unhinged, I don't even know how to end it. I guess just like, be like Mike, you know, never give up on yourself, never compromise your morals to make more money. If you can do charity work along the way, that's great. And apparently making dick jokes works. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out. Somebody's going to take that advice too literal, and there's going to be a new pizza chain called Girth Brooks. I guarantee it.
Mike Evans, owner of the Red Wings since 1982, passed away at age 87. This afternoon, we ask that you join in a moment of silence to honor his memory.
You'll never discover new oceans unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Mike and Marion had the courage to lose sight of the shore and discover new oceans. They kept pushing Detroit, and it had not been for them, I am saying Detroit would not be in the Renaissance that they're in now.
I just want to be remembered as a good father and somebody who loves Detroit. You know, I like to be remembered as for the people that know me as a decent guy.
Yeah. Sorry, I just... On the off chance you see the video, bad electrician Nick, thank you. I need that kick in the mouth. Last year's been what was a little rough on me. Things were up and down, and this month has been a little rough on me too. But you know, I'll give you credit where credit's due. Yeah, you got some jokes on us Marines, but damn it, do you do the story good? And this was a good video, and I actually needed this because you can't give up. Can't give up, can't give up, can't surrender, can't back down, no matter what you face off against. And I'm hungry for some pizza. This was a good video. Really good video. And I never knew this. So, to the boss man of Little Caesar, farewell, brother. I didn't know you were a Marine. So I guess I should end this as I end this on a funny note. Are you sweeping? Damn. Sorry, I wasn't really expecting to tear up at that. This was a really good video. I didn't know. That was a good video. So do me a favor. Like the original content. Original links in the description box below. And keep pushing forward. Never back down.